Hi everyone, Monty and I have driven to Sandend Beach. So Sandend is a little seaside town just on the edge of Aberdeenshire. We're going to have a little walk along the beach and have a little look at hopefully Findlater Castle as well. We're going to have a little drive over there as well, which is just sort of just along to the left hand side of the coast. But yeah, join us. It's a very nice day today, and we've just parked in the sort of the main car park, and here are some toilets which people can also use when they've maybe been to the beach or before they go to the beach. So yeah, they're open 8 till 8 and 8 till 6 in the winter. Just panning around here, and then we're going to go over to the beach this way. Now Monty has been here before, and he's also been in the sea here before as well. So I think we might let him in today. We'll wait and see. Depends how busy it is. And here's just a little sign of the beach here. They also have like a surf school here as well, which is the sign down below. This is sort of the walkway to the beach. Over to the right is the Sandend caravan site. Now this is a weekday, so it's relatively quiet at the moment, and this is sort of the first view of the sea we get here. Monty was having a bit of a mad turn there. He was going a bit crazy. I think he wants off the lead, but we'll just have to wait and see on that. And yeah, the tide's out, which is good. We can sort of walk right along the beach here. Sort of sand dunes in the distance there as well. Caravan site to our right, and the town of Sandend in the distance there as well. See a sort of stream of water coming from that direction over there all the way into the sea. Got the flip-flops on, so yeah, we will be crossing this just now. So we're in this direction here, sort of along the bend there is Portsoy, and then over to the left hand side there would be like Findlater Castle, but also Cullen as well. I did see some boats in the sea from where I was driving around, but maybe they've obviously turned the corner now and they've sort of, yeah, they're not here anymore. Very quiet today. Last time we were here it was very busy with the surfers and families here at the beach. You're seeing a lot of these like concrete blocks as well. I'm not sure if these were like a defence or if these were to stop maybe the water. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but there's quite a few of them. Must be at least a good couple of hundred, maybe even just 100, right along the beach here. So it's said that Sandend sort of dates back from the 1600s, and it is also said to be one of the sort of earliest fishing communities in Aberdeenshire. And I said earlier that it is just on the edge of Aberdeenshire, so just sort of further along the road would be Cullen, as we said, and that is part of Moray. But yeah, this is right on the edge of Aberdeenshire. I'm going to just walk a bit closer to the sea, and that's one of the boats there you can see off in the distance there. This is what I seen earlier. Never actually been right along this beach before. I'm not sure if you can walk right along sort of the edge there, right over that direction. I'm sure you can. I may try that out in a little while. Maybe let Monty in here. Just on the lead though, I think, this time. straight in, no hesitation at all. I think I'll go in a little bit as well, maybe up to my ankles or something like that maybe. Just conscious that he's got to go back in the car. Oh, he's properly dragging me in. Getting a bit windy now, I don't know if you can hear me that well. It's a little bit wet. I'm sure he would try his best to get those seagulls there, you can see them there. Gonna have a little walk along this way now, see how far we can get, and then we're gonna turn back and we go back to the sea, get a little bit more view of the sort of the sea town, and then we're gonna get back in the car and we're just gonna make the very short journey to Findlater Castle, which is just sort of behind us, just a very short drive over there. So it looks like you can walk a bit more over this way. We'll just go and do that just now. See, the sun's out over there now. Beautiful. All the little sea town houses there at Sandend. Just above the cliffs and the sort of grass there is like a distillery, local distillery at Sandend. Obviously, when the sea's in, the tide's in, sorry, you'll never get to walk across this bit. Some second view, and I think this might be a bit treacherous with a dog walking across. A lot of rocks. Maybe it is another way to get across. It's probably up there. In fact, I've probably gone the wrong way. Maybe have to turn back and try it the other way again. Let's go back this way and find out. Notice there's lots of little shells here. They're almost stuck into the rocks, I think. Pretty sure. Yeah, they're solidly stuck on there. But the sun's coming out as well. Great. Come on in. He's loving this. Just gonna have a little walk up these steps. Not entirely sure where they lead to, if they even lead to anywhere. In fact, not entirely sure. In fact, there's steps up to the left there. We can maybe have a walk up here. Sort of like an old concrete building there. Not sure what it was used for. Quite a steep incline here as well on these steps. The views will be worth it though, I'm sure. Monty's disappeared. Here he goes. Such a nice view. Monty leading the way, as always. So this must be part of the coastal walk, I'm presuming. Yeah, it's a coastal path, yeah, so this maybe even takes us to Port Sorry if we were to continue on. This is as far as we're going to go today, just because we want to go to Findlater Castle as well, and also maybe go back into the sea before that as well. Also, this looks like to be an open park as well, so just keep in mind that we try and keep your dog on the lead as well. What a day. Sort of see the caravan site just over there, sort of beneath the bushes there. The car park is somewhere in this direction here. Can you see that? I think that is the distillery just there. Monty, you happy? When we go back in the sea now, we'll head back down that those steps, and we're going to have another dip in the sea, I think. So Monty first came here over a year ago, I think it was now, back in August of 2022, and that was, I think, his first ever trip to the sea. And before then, we were taking in trips to like the river and things like that, and it wasn't until he sort of fell in the river that he was sort of more confident in the water. It took him to that point there to sort of gain his confidence to actually go in the water. Before then, he was very unsure of it, wouldn't sort of dip his paws in, but now he's sort of obsessed with it, going in the water. And yeah, that trip to the Sandend beach here last year was a success for him. He absolutely loved it. I am that he can swim. Never taken him off the lead in the water before. See a little bird there or something? He spotted it as well. He got so excited there, he almost pulled me right in there. He's so strong. Over in this direction as well is the Sandend Harbour. I think it's just over those harbour walls over there, just where you can see the sun sort of shining on it just there. So we spent quite a bit of time down here now. I think we're going to head over to Findlater Castle now and get Monty dried off before he goes in the car as well. And yeah, we're going to head off to see Findlater Castle, first time being there. Just came up to the sort of end of the beach here. There is some picnic benches here as well, some great views. We're just going to head back this way towards the car park. Monty's going crazy. Love it. To go home and shower you, I think, pup. Covered in sand, covered in sea salt water. Oh, look at you. Need a drink? I think we're both a little bit damp from the sea. Monty, as girls are a bit wetter than me, I forgot a towel for myself as well, so I had to use Monty's towel. I also just used the toilets out as well. But yeah, great facility, great beach this is at Sandend, and we're going to make our way to Findlater Castle now. So we've just parked at the Findlater Castle car park, just along the coast from Sandend, and this is our private residence. There's a house just beyond this sort of barn here, and this is just the walkway. That in the distance there is the Ducot. Not exactly sure how you pronounce it. I think it's actually spelled D-O-O-C-O-T, but it's also could be spelled D-O-V-E-C-O-T, E possibly. And yeah, the Findlater Castle is down this way. So Findlater Castle is the old seat of the Earls of Findlater and Seafield. So they used to sort of own the castle back in the day, and sort of the castle sits on like a 50-foot cliff. Is what we were going to walk on just now, overlooking the Moray Firth. So you can see the Moray Firth is the sea here. And sort of the name Findlater is derived from the Scots Gaelic word for Fionn, which means white, and Letier, which means cliff or steep slope. So obviously the castle is on a steep slope as well. I think we can maybe have a little look at the dovecote as well. Dovecote, I think, is how it's pronounced. Also, King Alexander III of Scotland repaired the castle back in about 1260 in preparation for an invasion by one of the kings of Norway. And the sort of Norwegians actually took control of the castle, and they held the castle for some time. Now the castle itself is down that way, but we're going to go this way to start with, and we're going to see the Ducot. I think we can actually get in it as well, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the Findlater Ducot is like a beehive style, so you can see there it sort of looks like a beehive, shaped like a beehive. It was probably built here in like the 1500s is estimated, and it would have stood here sort of for the final century during which the castle was occupied. So this Ducot was also restored back in 1992, so about 31 years ago it was restored. It was also like a functional building to house sort of pigeons and doves, and it was also used as like a source of food. See, there's a little pathway leading to it here. If anyone's watching this just now and thinks I pronounced it wrong, please let me know. Just sort of reading it from sort of Google Maps. It was just the way it was spelled. I think to me it's pronounced Ducot. Not quite sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. If I can zoom out a little bit. We'll have a little look inside as well. Try to get a good angle of this. We're quite close to the fence here, can't get a great angle. You can walk from Cullen also to Findlater Castle, just depending on when the tide is in or out. But yeah, Cullen is around this way. You can walk along the cliffs or around the beach itself. This is hundreds of years old, this building. Monty's already wanting to go off. Just gonna have a little look in here what it says here on the sign here. So you can't actually go in. See if we can read this here. You can definitely smell what used to be in here. So let's have a look at what this says. So Findlater Ducot, the 16th century beehive Ducot, containing some 700 nestling boxes, associated with the nearby 15th century Findlater Castle, restored by Banff Buchan District Council with grant assistance from Historic Scotland in 1992. You can see all these, probably all the boxes here would have been in all these little holes. So I can get my phone in a little bit more. Definitely would have been a beehive of activity here. There's actually some dead birds in here as well. They maybe still use it for nesting, I'm not quite sure. So that was very interesting. I've never been to this bit before. But now we're going to make our way to the Findlater Castle. There was a few cars kicking about, so it might be quite busy. We'll just try and film what we can. I'm not too keen on talking when filming around people at the moment. Don't know if I feel too comfortable or confident doing that. It might be a case of getting some footage of the castle itself, and then maybe talking a bit more about it as we walk back to the car. And like so many other sort of castles and historic landmarks across Scotland, Findlater Castle has been granted as a scheduled monument, which again sort of means it's given protection against unauthorised change. So yeah, no changes will be happening to this castle now or in the future, as it is a scheduled monument. It's also said that the castle remains that are still there are from the 14th century rebuilding, when the castle was redesigned, and it was also redesigned to be based on a castle in Midlothian, which is called the Roseland Castle. So yeah, it's based off of that castle, it's said. There is signs down here as well. So the beach to the left is called the Sunnyside Beach, and over to the right is obviously Sandend. So I think you can maybe even walk to both. I thought you could only walk to Sunnyside Beach, maybe you can walk to Sandend as well. I believe Findlater Castle is just over to the right here. In fact, I knew where Findlater Castle was. It's just so sort of built into the cliffs and the rocks itself. This is actually Findlater Castle here, of what's remaining of Findlater Castle. This is what it used to look like back in the day. Yeah, so impregnable is probably the word. The castle's so fortified by the nature of its situation as to seem impregnable. So yeah, I don't know if you'd ever think there was actually a castle there at any point. Not a lot of remains left. We will have a little walk around as well. There's people just off in the distance there. But yeah, if you want to read this, feel free and pause the video. Yeah, we're not going to be taking any risks, especially with Monty. We will be having just a little walk down there to have a little explore. There's a bench here as well, you could just sit here and take in the views. Yeah, there's quite a narrow path down there. Yeah, we're going to have a little walk and see if we can do it. Just met a couple of ladies there as well. They pointed out that this route is the easiest way, the left hand route. They went up down the right hand side to start with, said it was very overgrown. We're going to go down this way. They did say it was also still quite steep this way as well, but much easier going up and down this way. See like the rock formations here as well. So cool. Getting a bit closer to the castle now. Sort of see one of the ruined walls on the right hand side here. We've also been able to look inside the castle as well. Never been here before, as I keep on saying. Just discovering this place for the first time. down that way. I think we probably can. Just have a little walk towards the end of the sea cliff just now. Keeping Monty in tight. Maybe even go down that way if we so choose. You can see a ruined wall over there as well, just off in the centre of the picture. Not sure how much closer we can actually get. The detail of that wall there. Wow. Certainly is a long way down there. If Monty thinks he can just dive into that water. Not a chance, Monty. We're going to go back up this way and see if we can get into the castle. See if we can go down this way. Quite a few hidey holes to discover here, so we'll have a look down. Monty wants to go this way first, that's fine, we'll go this way. So, don't know what this would have been back in its day. Quite high walls, high ceilings. Don't know if this would have been a window out to the sea, out to the cliffs, not quite sure. Some view anyway, that's for sure. So that's where we're up at the top there, panning round. Gonna have a little walk and see what else there is here. So I think I'm too big to get under that wall, but under here looks to be somewhere else. I don't think we're going to make our way down there, are we? No, the dog, maybe we do it myself. There might be another access point down below. We'll have a little look and see. Okay, well, we're going to get to another access point just here. Just can't get over some of these views, it's absolutely incredible, even just looking at rock faces and cliffs. The detail on the rocks as well. Amazing. Either you can go further down. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to manage that though. Sure, what even goes down there? No, I don't think we can get any further than that. You having fun? So in 1560, the castle was passed to Sir John Gordon, who was the son of the 4th Earl of Huntly. And in the autumn of 1562, the Gordons rose in rebellion against Mary Queen of Scots. And Findlater Castle was actually besieged by Mary's forces. In October 1562, Mary defeated the Gordons at the Battle of Corrichie near Aberdeen, and Sir John, who was the owner of Findlater Castle, was executed. And the castle was sort of returned to the Ogilvie family, who abandoned it in favour of a modern residence, which is Cullen House. Cullen House is a modern residence which still exists in Cullen, which is just a few miles along the coast here. Okay, so we've explored Findlater Castle. We're just going to bid it farewell for now. We're going to get another view of it from the top of the hill again, once more. Yeah, we've got a steep climb ahead of us now. What have you found? What have you found up there? I don't think there's anything in there, kid. Don't think you're going to fit in there, that's for sure. It's starting to get a bit busier down there now. There's a few people kicking about. So that's where we were a few moments ago. Quite a few people at the top there. A couple of dogs that we've noticed as well. So we're going to head back to the car park now and head on home, and we'll finish the video very soon. I think this walk, or extra walk, has done Monty good in terms of drying off. I think he's now almost completely dry from when he was in the seat at Sandend earlier. So yeah, hopefully I won't have to worry about him in the car now. So that's all good. Here's its Thursday work, that's his second bowl of water. You might even go for a third bowl. Get a biscuit. So one last view of the Takut. And we're going to get Monty back in the car. And up, 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 up. Good boy. So that has us finished our walk and little adventure along Sandend Beach and Findlater Castle. It's actually been a great walk, great views, great day, great weather. I think Monty enjoyed himself as well, getting in the sea, and then with a little explore around the castle as well. Well, maybe if you notice the video now, I do fancy an ice cream. Also, I might get Monty a little dog ice cream as well over in Portsoy. But if we don't get that, then we'll just end the video here. But yeah, if we do get ice cream in about 10 minutes or so, we may insert that footage just now. But otherwise, thanks for watching the video, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye!